Hello and welcome to a new stream. Thank you for being here. Um, if you are following me through Twitch, we are starting a new game this evening. I am also starting to stream to YouTube, so if you're from YouTube, welcome. I'm BitStriker, and this is normally a stream that we do late in the evening. However, I'm doing it a little bit earlier tonight. If you were on Twitch and saw me finish Tales of Berseria just 2 nights ago, you probably noticed I was like clearing my throat a lot, had some scratchiness. I developed a head cold really quickly after that. Oh, I don't want the intro to play again. It's a cool intro. But, one of those situations where it's like, I'm kind of feeling off. And then I woke up the next day and I was just absolutely wiped out. And I'm still recovering from it, so if my voice is a little bit scratchy, that's why, and I do apologize. But we're going to start Dark Cloud here. This is one of my childhood favorite video games. I've played this a lot. There's no voice acting in this, so I'm going to read a little bit. And I'm not going to do voices, that's just like not my style. So, a book was found in some old ruins. And I will say, there are spelling errors and grammar errors in this, so I will try to read it as fluently as possible. All the scholars who decoded it puzzled over the mystery of the book. A world with 2 moons illuminating the sky. The many dazzling adventures of a young boy. But whether or not this is a true story, do you believe in the story woven in the book? Maybe it's a fantasy that existed in a boy's heart. Let me tell you this story this ancient book tells of. A magical and magnificent fairy tale. And the hero of this wondrous tale, whose name is... And normally you get to name your character. I'm just going to stick with the stock character names for this run through. I believe this is Ton. I could be wrong in that pronunciation, and please, if you know what that pronunciation is, please correct me. I used to call him Tone as a kid, so if I start doing that, that's why. Let's go. This is definitely an early PS2. But I still think it holds up as a really fun JRPG. Gathered quite a few of them. They had a hard time finding dancers with the right qualifications. Look at them. Their dance of blood. Mixing the blood of witches with that of humans is the key to breaking the seal. However, I do have some problems. In order to procure good material, you do need adequate... I see, I'll pay you extra. That should solve your problem. Thank you, sir. So when will it happen? Very soon? This is really fast text. I might have to just summarize if the text is fast enough. Sir, do you know the legend of the Dark Genie sealed in this urn? Of course, how much money do you think I put into acquiring this urn? I've been waiting for this year for years. Now its legendary power is mine. Low-key, it is a little bit difficult to catch all the text. 400 years ago, the Genie of Darkness appeared in the east, and with its evil power, the world was burnt away. What do you intend to do with such frightening power in your hands? You'll see. So now is the time. Yes, sir, so it seems. What? This is the Dark Genie? Well, it's quite different than I imagined. Ancient Dark Genie? This is it? Who are you guys, says the Genie. Welcome back, Genie of Darkness. I broke the seal and released you. Therefore, I am your master. Oh, is that right? Whatever. Fine. Grr, that's right. I haven't eaten for 400 years. Darn, do I have to eat something? Got you. This poor guy. Stop it. Help. Eaten in the most comical way possible. And this dude's nervous. PlayStation 2 graphics. Early PlayStation 2. Hi, how are you today? It's already started. Let's go. Oh, I can hit the button. Sweet. That makes it easier. It's already started. Come on, let's go. Didn't you just say that? See, I told you. You should have hurried. Come on, we're late. I'm a staff member this year, so I have to go. Sorry. Oh, she left you. You better hurry up. I will say the soundtrack to this game is awesome. I loved, like, pretty much everything on it. look at the insects squirm about. Start there. Hi there. Can you hear me? Open your eyes. Wake up. Hey. I am the Fairy King. I am the entity that unites all of nature's spirits. Listen well, young one. Something bad has happened. Men blinded by greed have revived the Dark Genie. This Dark Genie is terribly powerful. Its power is so great that it could destroy the entire world. You saw it, your own village being destroyed right before your eyes. Not just your village. In a flash, many villages and towns were destroyed. In one night, half of your world was annihilated. It must be the men from the east that performed the resurrection ceremony. Probably thinking to use its black demon power for war without realizing how frightening it is. That's a weird phrasing. It is darkness, pure darkness itself. Long ago, this so-called Dark Genie almost destroyed the entire world. Its malevolence is that great. The bad thing is that it has the same type of magical power as us, spirits. Unfortunately, we aren't powerful enough to destroy it. Young man, I see that you have a strong will that can withstand the evil power. And also a clear, kind heart. You might be able to fight against the darkness it generates. I decided to stake our fate on you. Let me bless you with power. There, surprised? That's called Atlamilia. It's a stone with magical power. Oh, don't look that way, boy. I'll explain now. It might get too bright for your eyes for a moment. Do you know where this is? This is no simple empty lot. This was your village. But do not lose heart. As long as you have that stone, you can return it to its original form. You see, just before the village was destroyed by that genie, I saved the buildings and people by sealing them into spheres called Atla. It seems those Atla were scattered all around by its tremendous magic power. They were probably blown to different places around the world. It probably thinks everything is destroyed. You must restore the world before it realizes what happened. Absorb that which I sealed in Atla, using the Atlamilia, and bring them back. Then you'll be able to restore the world to its original form. You may even be able to create an even better world than before. You don't seem to understand anything I'm saying. Oh well, I'll give you another lesson when you acquire some Atla. So long. Ton, can you hear them? You should be able to hear them. Voices of the wind, voices of the trees, voices of the animals, and the voices of Earth. They are all calling for your help. Ton, you will probably meet and say goodbye to many people. In talking to these people, you may receive clues to defeating the darkness. Look for them. Now, Ton, your adventure will begin. First, go to the village chief's house. He'll show you where to go next. And that's the beginning of the game. We're in Naroon Village. And this is the only time you'll actually hear this musical theme being played. Which makes me sad, because I like it a lot. Now, if you've had no experience with this game before, it's a dungeon crawler. Also a world build simulator. So we're actually rebuilding our own village and getting pieces in the dungeon. One of the interesting things... Oh, I can't do it now. Yeah. We're not really focused on leveling up the characters, per se. We're going to be building up weapons. So my stats won't increase dramatically throughout the game. Like, my health is at 70. And I think it ends up being like 170 towards the end. But you'll notice there's a little red gauge with a weapon sign underneath it. That's my weapons HP. We're going to spend a lot of time building up weapons. There's a thirst gauge, because you'll get thirsty during the dungeon. And if you don't manage that, it actually reduces your health. And you will be able to have a chance to increase your defense. But pretty straightforward mechanics, honestly. Ah, Ton, you're alive. Seems like we're the only ones in the village that survived. We never dreamt this had happened. One night and our village is gone. Can you believe this, Ton? I feel so helpless. I, the mayor of the village, can't do anything about it. What am I supposed to do now? I guess the only thing we can do is to get help from the guardian of Naroon Village, Dran. Dran will not abandon us. He'll help us for sure. I have a favor to ask, Ton. Go to the Divine Beast Cave and tell Dran what happened. Divine Beast Cave is the cave outside towards your right-hand side. You've probably seen it before. I may be imagining things, but I sense something has changed about the cave. Be careful. This is the cave key. I put the things you might need in your bag for you. Don't get carried away. If you get in trouble in there, come back here. I'll get you more supplies. Good luck. Okay. So there might be something in here. A spiky bug's coming out. Prickly is acquired. So there is fishing in this game. I won't narrate every little line, but there's fishing, which is actually one of my favorite fishing mechanics. It's very straightforward, very easy. Has a huge benefit later in the game, so we will do a fair amount of fishing. Oh, it does play the track again, one more time. Once we go in the dungeon, though, it goes away. And I'm gonna... zoom over there. And of course... Gosh. I need to save. Alright, so the interesting thing about the dungeon crawler aspect is that every floor is randomized. The layout of the floor is randomized. The enemies are the same per floor, but theoretically you should never go to the floor again and have the same map layout. And you'll see what I'm talking about. we gotta unlock it first. It's for real this time, Ton. From here on, you will be put to the true test. First, conquer this wretched Divine Beast's cave, and find Dran's lair. That's your first goal. Since you're a beginner, I'll give you a lesson on how to fight in the dungeon. First, to advance to the next floor in a dungeon, acquire a gate key for the door leading to the next floor. Each dungeon has a different gate key. For the Divine Beast Cave, Dran's Crest will be the gate key. The gate key is almost always carried by a monster in the dungeon. You must defeat the monsters to acquire the gate key. Since you can't tell which one has the key, you just have to defeat them all one by one. Next, I'll tell you about how to return to the ground level, rather than advancing to the floor below. To return to the ground level, mind connect with me. In other words, speak with your mind. When you do this, I will transport your body to the ground level. Just select Leave Dungeon from the main menu. But be aware, if there are monsters left on the floor, the Mind Connect won't work. They'll be blocked by their evil energies. In such cases, use the item Escape Powder to get out of your own. The Norun Village Chief has lots of it, so be sure to get it before you go. You can also Mind Connect with me when you go through the gate to the next floor of a dungeon. When you've re-entered the dungeon, you can start at the next new level, so you don't have to worry about losing progress. Next, it's on to weapons. Be aware that weapons are breakable. Huge aspect to this game. The more you use a weapon, the more it wears, and finally it breaks. Broken weapons will disappear. To prevent weapons from breaking, use the item Repair Powder. It will restore their WHP. The longer you use a weapon by repairing, the more magic it absorbs from monsters and thus becomes stronger. It's said that when a weapon reaches its full strength, it can change to a more powerful form. Keep that in mind. Oh, I cast a special spell on the dagger you have on it so it'll never disappear. But all the new weapons you will get during the quest will disappear once they break, so be careful. Don't waste your hard work by letting a weapon break and disappear. Finally, the important stuff. The Sphere Atla, where I protected and sealed the fragments of the world. If you see an Atla, don't hesitate to touch it. You can absorb the contents of an Atla into Atlamelia by touching it. When you return to the surface, you'll be able to begin reassembling these fragments of the world. Oops, today's lesson ran a little long. That's it for the lecture today. Now, Ton, show me your true ability on this quest. Okay, I need to drink water. This head cold is definitely like making my voice really raspy. Okay, otherwise, combat in this game is pretty straightforward. Oh, I forgot the buttons. There we go. Kind of got a hack and slash feel to it. Here's an Atla. We got a llama. Okay. These are sweet because these water springs restore your health and water, your thirst gauge. That's the exit. And yeah, it's just a matter of exploring a dungeon. Now, with the weapons thing, it's kind of like Pokemon in the sense that we're going to pick a weapon and we're going to spend a good amount of time building it up. I'm gonna take out the dasher first. So there's a guard button in this game, but it does jack diddly. Ooh, we got some more fishing bait. I think it's like R1, R2. Ooh. Here's where all the Atla is. We got a lamp. We got some road. The camera is a little touchy in this game. We got the magical crystal. The map obviously shows us the whole floor, but the magic crystal will show us where all the items and stuff is on the map. So yeah, if I were to re-enter and redo this floor, the map layout should be entirely different, which makes replayability of this game really enjoyable. In fact, replaying floors is pretty nice too, because it's always different. Speed is the thing in this game. So the speed gauge at the bottom, like a 5-hit combo uses all 5 segments of speed. And if I start a combo before that refills, I won't be able to do all 5 hits. And that's what happened there. Remember, we got Macho in the last one, who's a character, not the quality of being Macho. Trees. Nothing significant good. Nothing that I'm like, wow. I think the biggest thing right now I'm looking for is a weapon. Because the dagger is nice in the early game, but it definitely, you can't evolve it to a new weapon. And its stats are poor overall. So building it up, there's not a lot going for it. Its max stats also max out so low that it's basically useless by the end of the game. There's Duran's Key, Duran's Crest, whatever. So I could leave to the next floor now, but you'll notice there's little blue dots in the map. That's where the Atla is, and we want the Atla. Macho's house. Okay, so we're getting some stuff. I also need to watch my WHP. It's getting low. And you get the annoying beeping sound. So if that happens, you go into weapon. This is probably like the most annoying part. Then you can just hit repair down here at this menu. And it's good. For a while, at least. So this is something they'll explain later. Abs is the experience you get from enemies. And with abs, you can then upgrade your weapon to a next level. But what you want to do is customize it first. Put actual items onto the dagger, ones we don't have yet. They're what increase the stats of the weapon. One second, I have to respond to a text. My partner is saying goodnight, so I'm saying goodnight. Okay, so we don't have any attachments right now. So because I'm somewhat of a perfectionist, I'm not going to upgrade just yet. Because really, these first few levels are not super significant in terms of experience. But I want to spend all my energy leveling up a weapon I can build it. There's a bat behind me, and bats can poison. Every video game I play, bats are the most annoying thing. I've never played a video game where bats are an easy, straightforward enemy. But always the ones that poison or confuse you. It's becoming a pet peeve. Fence. Okay, that's all we got. So we're gonna go on to the next floor. We're actually gonna stop back out in Nirn Village and get more repair powder because they only hook you up in one very early in this game, which can be very challenging later on. And if you're like, wow, the movement speed is incredibly slow, yes. There is an item later called Dran's Feather that allows us to run at twice the speed, but they're a usable item. They will eventually break. On to the next floor. But we're gonna leave temporarily. Tutorial time. Ha ha ha. Seems like you finally came back with some Atla. Very well then, I shall teach you as I promised. The pieces sealed inside Atla are released by touching the Atla with your left hand, where the power of Atlamelia resides. Buildings and people that were sucked into the Atlamelia will be restored to their original form. Once you bring them back to the ground level, you can arrange them as you wish. By going back and forth between the dungeon and the ground level, you can restore the Earth to its original form. That's your mission as the one who is granted the power of Atlamelia. Now, let us move on. This may get a bit technical. If you want to place buildings, etc., press the select button while walking to go into edit mode. Press the select button again to return to walking mode. In edit mode, you can reassemble buildings that have fallen apart and place them on the ground. Seeing is believe it, try it yourself. It must be faster than listening to my lecture. Oh yes, and if you ever forget the things I teach you, use this. Manual. They literally hand you a manual. It's a guide for using Atlamelia and other things. I wrote it for beginners like you. Manual can be selected from the main menu. Read it really carefully. Okay, I'll leave the world's reconstruction to you. I'll be watching. So long. Okay, it's evening. So yes, we can now go into configuration and assembly and start putting things together. This is Macho's house, and I happen to know Macho really likes being next to the dungeon. So I'm going to just go ahead and put him there. And you see these little orange dots? They're kind of tiny. But those are little item boxes. Those are going to be really helpful throughout the game. So we're going to get that. But I'm going to go ahead, put Macho in the house. There's trees, there's road, there's river. This is all basic stuff to help decorate the town. The houses seem to be the more important thing. But what I want to do first is go over here. It's much faster than walking. And since I only get one of everything when I restock, I'm going to take a moment and refill on everything. You kind of have to cheese this a little bit to get the most out of it. Okay. Okay. Now I can actually get more stuff since I used that repair powder. Okay. Sweet. That way I just go into the next level with the most amount of stats I can have, or the most amount of resources. Incidentally, we are going to go over to Macho's house real quick. Get some of these little magical chests. Some extra bread, some tasty water, basically extra resources. So when you're rebuilding the town, you do want to talk to people. Oh, Ton, I missed you, man. Your smile really brightens my day. You can ask them questions. You can ask about a reward, you can ask how they want the town rebuilt, and then more specifically, you can ask them what they need for their house. And that's like the important thing. You'll notice those question marks on the configuration menu. This is how we get rid of them and find out what they need. Look, don't forget to expand my room and the barbell. Put that outside. So he's looking for an expansion and a barbell, which I don't think we have either. But we'll check. Now these aren't question marks. We don't have them yet, but we know what we're looking for. So, since there's not much else we can do here, we're going to save. And do the next level. It's a pretty quick gameplay loop, which I kind of like. Now you can spelunk for longer later when you get more resources, like you can do 4 or 5 levels at a time. Which I will eventually do. Right now I just get one of everything, so I kind of have to go level by level. There's a cat. Cat runs away. The cat is actually important to the game. Alright. Now there will be new enemies that pop up as we go through the dungeon. There's the barbell. And there's the extra room, right there. Ooh, darkness. There's a cabin. Paige's house. That's good, actually. So, Atla throughout the entire dungeon can be randomized. And we're really looking for a couple things to make this playthrough really strong, and that's one of them. There's nothing I'm gonna... Yeah. Just to get the extra stat bonus, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade. The stats will naturally grow, but like endurance is at 30. We're not gonna level this up 70 times. but it does help kill things a little bit faster. That's pretty darn rare. This is tram oil. We're not going to do it this level, but I'll show you what this goes to, and it's kind of an interesting caveat to this game. Ooh, endurance plus... I literally just needed that. Darn it. Okay, so you can customize, you can add an attachment. Endurance plus 1 increases the endurance stat literally by 1. So now when you upgrade with those attachments on the weapon, they permanently become a part of the weapon. And that's how you grow the weapon faster. It's a similar but different system than a lot of other JRPGs, but I really enjoy it, so I'm gonna roll with it. Got some more road, water. I hear you. Antidote, that's super handy right now, because the bats can poison you. Bone key, there's clearly a locked door somewhere. The little circle thing that I skipped earlier is like a lucky circle. So it can give you like a benefit or a negative. It's kind of random. And I'm just not at a spot in the game where I feel comfortable doing that yet. Just 'cause it's such an early run spot. There's that poison. Ooh, +3, heck yeah. It's actually pretty rare. Sorry, I had to cough. Okay. I have 3 of them. Let's just use it. I guess the question is, oh, okay. So this is the tram. This leads to what's called a back floor. And you have to have a specific item to make it work. It opens up an entire back half of the dungeon, where all the enemies are super beefed up, but the treasure's extremely worth it. You get some of the best attachments in the game, some of the best weapons in the game. It's a great way to grind and level up, and tram oil's a really rare one. Like, I've definitely done full runs of this dungeon without finding a single tram oil. Now, later in the game, there are dungeons where you can actually buy the back floor key. There's one where you can do that. So that's the place to grind. This is another way to repair your weapon. You can just go into items, drag and drop onto the weapon. That's one way to do it. Now, what we're really looking for is a really big chest. Those are the ones that are going to have weapons in it. And I have not had any luck. Ooh, cheese is nice. Cheese is a good health recovery item. I have gone, like, whole lengths of the dungeon without finding a weapon before. And it's pretty annoying. But we'll see how this run turns out. Komacho. Okay. So what I'm going to do, just because I'm really not going to spend a lot of resources on the dagger, I'm going to take these off, then upgrade. And then put them back on. So we're still getting the benefit, but it's not permanent right now. For reference, I think the dagger's max attack is 60. And the best weapon in the game has a max attack of 350. Okay. So let's do the thing. Let's go restock. And right now I'm just literally looping, getting Atla. Okay. The hard thing about this is, like, I could try to go for another water, but he's not going to give me another one. Because I have 2 on hand. Otherwise, I would have refilled my water gauge. Okay. So we got Komacho. We have the annex. Right? No? Okay. We have the barbell. So now, let's go talk to the Komacho. There he is. Thank you, Tom. Say what happened on the day of the festival anyway. I remember a light flash from the sky. And the houses disappeared, and after that, I don't remember a thing. A fence and a lamp would be nice. We have stuff any decent person would have, you know? Okay, so we have enough to finish the house. And when you do that, you get a little cutscene, and you get a reward, typically. So there's a little event there. And I know this one's pretty straightforward and easy, so... Real quick, I'm gonna check for any of the little... They're called miracle chests. Whoa, Tan, you've done it. Thanks to you, our house is back to normal again. Here, this is for you. Keep it. Stonebreaker. That's an attachment. Hey, that's mine. Hey, bro. What do you think you're doing, bro? Like I always tell you, what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. That's how things between big brothers and little brothers should be. Some gurring going on. I can't take this anymore, bro. We're gonna settle this with a battle, bro. Oh, really? Ready when you are. And exasperation from our main character. Okay. So when I say there's attachments, there's more than just these 5, or 4 or 5. The attack, endurance, special, and magic. You might notice that there's a little wind icon. There's 2 other tabs here. This is just kind of the basic. There's your HP, there's your experience, attack, endurance, speed, and magic. Those are your baseline stats, and then you have elemental stats. You'll notice there's a little bit of wind on the dagger. And then you have specialty stats. So the Stonebreaker we bought is anti-rock and damages rock monsters. So this does get a little intensive in terms of like what the enemy's element is and what type of enemy they are, which I find very interesting. So we're going to pop in one more time because I think there's stuff inside. Sometimes during those events you can actually see where the miracle chests are. Sometimes you gotta button mash. Maybe there's not one. Sometimes they're literally off screen. That can be pretty frustrating when they're off screen like that, but what can you do? It's a game from like 2001. Okay. Off to the 3rd level. To be 100% sure, I have full weapon HP. That's like the biggest thing, is your weapon is like your lifeline. Obviously, restoratives are important, but level 3. I'm back. Exciting, huh? Don't give me that look. This is for your benefit. Now here's the intermediate course. I won't repeat myself, so listen carefully. First is the lock-on. You already knew that pressing the circle button locks onto the monsters. Red target frame will appear around an enemy for as long as they are locked on. However, you may not have known that L1 and R1 buttons function change during lock-on. Pressing the L1 button during lock-on switches the lock-on to another enemy. Pressing the L1 button repeatedly cycles through all the enemies in your field of view. Next, pressing the R1 button activates your guard. Guarding allows you to defend against enemy attacks. Don't forget the guard function. It can save you in the heat of battle. It's a lie, the guard in this game is terrible. Also, did you know that the attribute change function for your weapons? This changes the weapon's elemental attributes. There are 5 attributes: fire, ice, thunder, wind, and holy. Many monsters are vulnerable to a specific attribute. To change a weapon's attribute, use the attribute or customize command in that weapon's menu and change it from there. Of course, you cannot activate an attribute unless that weapon has points for that attribute. What do you think? Easy, huh? Don't want to fry your noodles, so that's enough for this time. Good luck to you, boy. See you soon. I love the deadpan stare. Just like, huh. That happened. And this is why Stonebreaker will come in handy. In fact, I'm going to delay that as long as possible. As you might imagine, stone enemies really run ragged on your weapon's HP. Quickly. Skeleton soldier. Don't charge at me. Noise. Yeah, the statues are brutal for the weapon. Odd Gaffer, yes. That's another one of those hugely important Atla to get very early. So statue dogs hurt. They cause a lot of damage. I really wish I had a weapon about now. So once you find one that does more damage, it's just so much easier. Got a bench. Small windmill one. Claude. Found our friend Claude. That's nice. Fence. Ah, another statue. Perfect. That's a throwable item, and we're going to use that for sure. A map. Road. Okay. Pardon me. I just couldn't get to the mute button in time. So, what we could do with this is put it up in our active item slot. Then, let me get kind of close. You can hit the square button to throw it at it. Stonebreaker, heck yes. Yeah, we got a trophy for doing that. Forgot there's trophies in this game. They added it for the PS4 re-release. So the Stonebreaker will come in handy when it's time to fight those things. And I am delaying it as long as possible. It's probably not a good call right now. We have 2 WHPs. Really need magic. I'll give you a preview. 6 damage. And just 3 to my WHP. It is brutal. The weapon. Oh. Sir. Sir. Calm down. One of you has... Oh, God, don't let it be a statue dog. The statues are slow. Don't move very fast. The statue dog moves pretty quickly when it wants to. We have one more chance for a weapon on this floor. Noise. No weapon. Got some cheese, though. Delicious cheese. So we're at the point where we have to fight these. Gaffer's Buggy, yes. Now we just need Pike. As long as Pike is on the map, we can get the shop open. Oh, they go down a little bit quicker than the statues. Okay. We need many things right now. We need some bread. That. We need some water. You can upgrade the water gauge. I will say, in the sequel they made of this game, Dark Cloud 2, or if you're not in the US, Dark Chronicle, they got rid of the thirst gauge. It just became an annoyance to many people. It's like realistic, I guess? I think that's what they're going for. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna skip the other 3 statues. Okay. Let's go restock real quick. Oh, I had lighting gems. I could have used those. That'd be good to sell, though. It's morning. Adventure Day 2. Okay. Let's build some stuff. We have Paige's house. So we're gonna put Paige's house right here. I'm just gonna put Gaffer's buggy right there. I'm gonna put the pond right there. So, Gaffer's Buggy is the shop. And the sooner we get the shop open, the better. Then we could buy more than 1 repair powder and water for the dungeons. It makes life a lot easier. However, Paige's house is also somewhat necessary. If you open Gaffer's Buggy without getting the dad, Pike, on the map, Gaffer will try to reopen the shop himself and injure himself, and as a result, he'll sell less stuff. And that's permanent through the rest of the game. So if you can get Pike on the map at least, he won't set up the sign himself. The cutscene will show Pike do it, and you'll actually get access to more things early in the game that you really do need. So that's why I'm holding out here a little bit. But I am going to check a couple things here. There was a miracle box over here. Beastbuster, that'll be handy. Stonebreaker. I'm gonna go talk to Gaffer here. Hi Tom, this is our Gaffer's item shop. Come by anytime. Oh, could you help me? Of course, we need, for a shop, our goods and a sign. Put the sign on the buggy's roof and the goods on the carpet so that they won't get soiled. Okay. It's like we're getting closer. You'll notice people start walking around. That's kind of nice. We are gonna kind of... I know this is not 100% necessary. Oop. I kind of like it though. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick little break, grab some water, all that good stuff, and then I'll keep going. I started earlier because I didn't know when I would get tired with this head cold, so um, I normally am like 9:30 to 11, but I'm gonna keep going. Try to do a longer stream since we're starting a new game. So back in a moment. All right, I am back. I am joined, however, with my cat. Say hi, Sushi. It's a quick hi, but he decided he wanted to sit on my lap, so he will sit until he can behave. Immediately stopped behaving. Reaching for things on my table. He's a Texie, so he's pretty wild. So I might have to put him outside my room. If he starts misbehaving even more, we'll see. But stop. He's purring. He's excited. Okay. So that's pretty much all the Giorama we can do. We've already restocked. We need to go into the 4th floor. Pardon me. And with my knowledge, 4th floor is actually kind of a special event. So I'm going to put my cat outside because he is going to be a bit of a distraction. Come here, buddy. I didn't unmute myself. The reason I put my cat outside is because this floor is a special event called a duel. It is akin to a rhythm game, so I'll need some concentration and focus, and then we get a really nice prize if we do it perfect. After we annihilate these 3 bone soldiers. Unfortunately, that prize is not a weapon. I might have to, like, run back to a different floor and see if I can get a weapon. If we can't get one on floor 5. Taun, he's a tough one. We'll have to duel him. A duel is a special form of combat. Controller button markers will move from right to left. Press the right button when they line up with the light blue bar. Arrows such as left mean press in that direction with either the directional button or the left analog stick. The closer the button mark is to the center of the blue bar when you press it, the better your rating will be. If you hit all the marks with the right timing, you'll be victorious. When the duel starts, you'll be given indication of it with this mark. Be aware of it. Here it begins. Stay focused. Awesome. Only 5. But getting an excellent is awesome. A present from the Fairies of Terra. You get an emerald, which is a very special attachment because it severely boosts multiple stats. Grand's Crest. And level up powder. Instantly gives your weapon full abs when you have it, or use it, rather. Going on to the next floor. How's it going? Got the hang of it yet? The floors beneath this one are even tougher. Now to the advanced course to give you a fair chance against the meaner enemies down below. Are you using your charge attack when fighting enemies? Hold the circle, actually the X button, down after your body flashes, release it. With this you'll do a jump slash. It's effective against flying enemies and ground enemies. Let's talk more about weapons. So how are your weapons growing, and are not growing? If you don't start upgrading them now, you can get into trouble later. Before you upgrade, it's a good idea to keep attachments on. If you upgrade with them on, then the weapon can absorb the power of the attachment down to its own power. It's kind of what I've talked about before. But there's a power limit for each weapon. There is no need to upgrade its abilities beyond this limit. When weapons reach level 5 plus 5 or greater, they can status break. A status break is breaking down a weapon into a synth sphere that contains the power of that weapon. If you install this onto other weapons as an attachment, you can add the old weapon's attributes to the new weapon. Attributes in the Synth Sphere will add to the new weapon's attributes permanently when the sphere is absorbed. However, the attributes received may be less than that of the weapon before being made into a Synth Sphere. If the new weapon's limit is higher, then you can make a more powerful weapon. Pretty cool, huh? That's it for today's lecture. Take care of yourself. Always be watching. So when he says could be less, it's actually a fixed rate. It's only 60% of the weapon you break down gets absorbed. Well, actually, you add it into the Synth Sphere. We got some repair powder, handy. Got a bone key. Okay, I'm going to take these off temporarily. Upgrade. Yep. Now, when I mentioned the emerald, this is the emerald. You'll notice, particularly magic, jumps by 10. And then, when you go to the specialties, it gives dino and plant by 10. It's a pretty significant stat boost. So getting those duels and doing them correctly is very beneficial. And we'll go ahead and just put this on here, because we are going to be fighting dino monsters in here. And magic is very useful to have. Makes your elemental stat stronger. Candy box. That was odd. I had to kind of time that weirdly. I knew it. Whoa. We're not getting weapons, but we are getting tram one. I think there's like less than a 5% chance you'll get it. And we've gotten 2. I will repair my weapon. Don't worry. Renee, that's Ton's mother. That's the mother. Ooh, there's water this way. That way we go. It's like a really small map. There's one. As long as that's not a... Oh, there's 2. Okay. This room needs to be cleared of monsters. So, opening a big chest is not as easy as just opening it. It's locked. Forcing it may activate a trap. We're going to force the chest open by guessing the trap. If you guess either poison or curse, and it happens to be explosion, the chest will blow up with the contents in it, and you won't get it. I'd rather be poisoned or cursed than lose the weapon entirely. So I'm going to guess explosion. Yes. Call it a hunch. Ooh, great weapon to start with, base load. Love that. We're probably gonna get poisoned at first on this one. Unbelievable. Ooh, It's a good weapon too. Shamshu? Oh my gosh. Like, big difference. Oh, and the base lard has fragile. So you'll notice there's a little icon up there. It looks like a shield exploding. It's fragile. We're gonna sell this weapon because basically it's gonna eat through the endurance and WHP twice as fast. So I'm very happy the Shamshir is like with us and ready to go. And it has build-up, so we can kind of figure out. So we do need magic. Ice, wind, and holy. We need beast, metal, and mage. That's quite a bit. Quite a bit. But let's do this. I'm willing to put my ducks on the base line. Not the base line. The Shamshir. Yeah. Because we can get beast from Gaffer. Metal's gonna be kind of rare. It does have 10 in flying already. Hello, new weapon. And 20 attack is great for the first dungeon. Waiting paid off. Being patient paid off. We got a sign. Oh my gosh. I saw the sign. You cannot status break the dagger though. Which is one of the reasons I wasn't using or upgrading it with stuff. Sorry, I'm aggressively muting every time I need to cough. Let's go. Easy. One of the things that's wild about this weapon is that it's one of the few, I think it's already been built up an entire level. It's pretty rare for this dungeon. It's gonna be great one-shotting those things. Oh my gosh. I will take it. We got the pond. Sweet. We got another lamp. Alright. The fishing hole. Gotta rotate it real quick. We have a sign. We do not have anything for Paige's house. Get the miracle chest after I go restock and visit the mayor. In case it's something super handy. Oof. I'm not gonna repair the Shamshir just yet. Do this. Get a refill of water. Perfect. We have enough resources that be kind of wasteful. sometimes... Oh, I'm gonna check back in here. He does get some miracle chests. Eventually. I think it's kind of after the halfway point. Oh, there's one. Yeah, okay. We got what's called a gourd. These increase your thirst meter. So now I have 4. Just gonna save real quick. Speed +2. Fluffy donut. We're gonna use that in a bit here. But I'm gonna be kind of persnickety about it. Kind of an RNG thing. So let's actually do it real quick. I'm gonna save. Now, I'm trying to think, it could be anywhere between like 4 and 7 stat increases, or stat point increases. In fact, I'm gonna look this up just so I get the right one, the right number. It can go up to 7. So, again, I'm going to save because I'm a little bit persnickety about this. So his defense right now is 3. We want to see it go all the way up to 10. Yes. Perfect. Because it can do 5, 6, or 7. So I was totally prepared if it did like 6 or 5 to just reload my file and get that 10. Now we're cooking. Only 5? There's that darn cat again. It notices us. It's thinking about us. It's also nice that the Shamshir has a bigger reach. Suck. Because they can guard. When enemies guard, it completely eats your weapon's WHP. And they just generally eat tons of WHP. Ike! Yes. Okay. My house. Out my house. Now, before I do this, let's just open. Okay, a real baseline. Yeah, this one has fragile, this one doesn't. This build-up has 2 options. I think this builds into the Shamshir. It's kind of fun. This, I think, goes somewhere else, different direction. So there's lots of different options for weapons and different ways they build up. For Taun, he has a total of 3 ultimate weapons, so there's lots of branching paths. They all kind of converge into 3 ultimate weapons. 2 of them I really like. One of them's kind of a dud, in my opinion. Actually, ton is 4. And if you want to get technical, 5. One of them you can't use until the bitter end of the game. And I mean, like, 100% complete, that's your prize. Ooh, premium water. So they have different qualities of water. They all refill a different amount. Stun locked him. Heck yeah. That's what a pro does. That's the other thing. Okay, Pike needed the wheel for Gaffer. Ooh, poisonous apple. We're gonna hold on to that. It's gonna be really important for fishing later. Mimics are the worst. One more up. And I'm not too worried about this in general. The repair now that I have Gaffer and Pike. So I don't think Page's house needs to be complete to get the cutscene to work properly. Whoa. That like stalled a little bit. Ladder. Oh, of course it's another thing. Get that guy first. And we're gonna get this guy. But you know what? The Mimic can kind of just eat it for a while. I'll try. I'll try. How about this? This is what the dagger's really for. Peppering them. Cool. Lore done. Did I ever get a Dran's feather anywhere? Please. No? Okay. You will notice a distinct speed upgrade when I start getting Dran's feathers. They're a little expensive early in the game. But gosh, are they worth it. Okay, we're gonna leave the dungeon. Oh, it's dusk. So I'm gonna be cheap. Since we don't have the shop just yet. We have need for repair powder and all that good stuff. Sorry. That came on quick. Got all the equipment we need. Let's get some things started. Okay. First and foremost, we are putting Pike in the right place. Oh, we have goods. No, it's candy box. Crap. We don't have everything because we need the goods. In the meantime, though, got Claude over there. Goes that way. Claude is actually important. There's a trade sequence item he has. There's Pike. And yeah, his little bubble says something different. I like the wheel for the buggy to be outside. It's part I used for repairing. Sorry, it's a part I used for repairing old Gaffer's buggy. That old man must think I own a repair shop or something. Okay, let's put the. That should be good. This always bugged me. This set of stairs is not centered. I'm just gonna connect this around. You might have to erase that later. Okay. Let's go for another one. This might be another dual level. It's like 7 or 8 is a dual level. But I don't have... Oh, I have my house. Right? There's my house. So when you go to Georama Analysis, you can actually see how many requests you've fulfilled. It's this yellow bar, the requests. And I just can't remember which direction my house is supposed to go. Ton, you're alright. Oh, good. Don't worry me anymore, please. It's your own house, Ton. Our house had a chimney and had a storage room. Don't you remember what your own house was like? Okay. So I actually have to take this off. I think we have to do one more level. Because you cannot progress past a certain point without finishing your own house. Because this character is story specific. So I think we have another level to go. Aha, seems like you've got the hang of it. Now for the next step, listen carefully. I will lecture you on special areas in the dungeon. Shoot. First, the back floor. Each dungeon has floors that have back floors. The way to enter differs for each dungeon. You can figure it out. The back floors have valuable treasures, but the monsters there are stronger. There's a higher risk, but also higher rewards. You should give it a shot at least once. There are also special floors that are called limited zones. A special sealing magic is cast there, so some of your normal actions are disabled. What actions are limited depends on the type of limited zone. Once you enter the limited zone, it's important to figure out what is and what isn't limited. That's it, got it? Well, if not, you'll get the hang of it as you go along. Now I'll let you go. It will get even harder after this. Be careful. It's so long. This is automatically a limited floor. And this is the worst one. It reduces weapon experience. Which is... Oh, it can't change the weapon. Oh my gosh. This is the worst. I have 80 gold. Pardon me. I'm going to use escape powder, which usually cuts your money in half too. But we don't want to like waste all the experience the Shamshir has. Right? Oh no. Having escape powder allowed us to keep our money. It was good. Okay. We're going to start with the base load. That's going to be our weapon for this floor. I usually try to keep one weapon in reserve for each character that has no experience on it, so we can get through limited floors. And now it should say, it usually says limited floor. There we go. Ooh, the ghosties. Supplies, there we go. Gooey Peach. Upstairs storage, I think that's for my house. Remember that enemy that we had a hard time dueling? They're here. This is where we can be a little bit savvier. Nope. If we could switch weapons, but we can't. Limited floors can be very frustrating. I'm really used to my speed stat being way higher. So I can combo much faster and much more effectively. Oh, run. That's unbelievable. That's 3. 3 tram oil. I've had entire runs of this game where I haven't found tram oil. That's absurd. I'm happy about it. I'll definitely use them just to experience a back floor, but... River... Blades. Sorry, you're going to have to listen to the beep a little bit. I'm trying to maximize this weapon. Maximize the WHP, I mean. Do I not have a monkey? Nope. I was hitting square. Oh gosh. I can't. For this. We got him. Let's use him. Those guys are easy to get. These guys are easy because they like to do this. You don't want to get hit by that by any means. Because they'll slow you down and like goo you. Sky Hunter. That goes after flying things. Four? I can't believe this. That's 2 of them in the same level. This has like a very specific luck towards one item, and it's tram oil. I'm a little stunned. Lamp. have to go all the way back up there. And I bet you the exit's down here. There you go. Took a while for it to go down. Ooh, Undead Buster. That'll be helpful. Starting to get attachments too, which is good. Dungeon key. There's an enemy I'm not gonna fight because you just waste too much WHP. There's the map. We really do need Duran's Feather, like, soon. And we are through the worst level of the dungeon. Limited floors. Suck. Okay. Again, I'm gonna kind of get my freebies. Oh, hey. Get my freebies. Not be distracted. Oh, still fighting this cold. Okay. Fruit of Eden. That's an important one too. We're gonna definitely utilize that. What that is, I'm gonna say real quick. That is how you permanently level up your health. So, Ton's health is at 70. And unlike the defense, this is fixed. This is just a solid 10 plus points to your health. It's nice. Okay. And one more time I'm going to save, because I'm going to attempt to do this cutscene here. So we have the goods. We're going to hit OK. And if we don't see Pike in this, we're gonna restart. There he is. How's this, Gaffer? Not quite right yet. To the right. More to the right. Jeez. Thank you for waiting. Thanks to you, I can at least reopen my shop. It's not well stocked yet, but I can give you excellent service. Come visit my shop anytime, Ton. But he does have better items than if we didn't have Pike. Is the store open? Like, all these elements and this Dino Slayer would not be available. It's fascinating. Okay. Now I've been holding on to these because they're worth a good ton of money. The tram oil is too. We got plenty of food. We got water. We got an antidote. We definitely should roll in with like 5 of these bad boys. I'm gonna do these. So we need these. Now we are stocked. Now I don't feel so bad about dungeon exploration anymore. Leave, yes. Cool. Other things. In my house, we have the upstairs storage. And then again, that's an event. He needs that. Needs that. We need to go talk to him. Let's do it quick. Because he has a special kind of side event going on here. Hey, Ton, I thought I was finished when I was put inside that weird bubble. How do you rebuild your house? Don't forget the box with the candies. That's the most important. It is actually the most important thing he has. So, we're going to put his little candy box in. I'm going to save. His event changes per the time of day. And I believe it's the morning he will give you the first trade sequence item, which you can miss, and there's a backup to that. But we lose out on a fairly good weapon for a character that appears later if we wait. So, it's almost morning. Any minute now. The beautiful sound of crickets and a steady, even pace. Okay. Should be the morning event. Because, like, one event, you walk in while he's in the bath and he gives you soap. Another time, he's just sleeping. I think this is it. Hey, Tom, what's up? Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to give you something for fixing my house. Like it's a contractual obligation. Maybe money? That's what a contractor gets. Let's see what I have here. Here, take this. Come on. I insist. There's the candy. Could you imagine somebody comes and like fixes your windows and you just hand them a lollipop? Here's your payment. They would be furious. Okay, you're all set. See ya. This character is so nonchalant about everything. I'm gonna hit save to that. So there's another cutscene where you can get candy. But after that, it's like, if you don't do the trade sequence correctly, you can actually break it and not get the prize. Which we want the prize. It's the best attachment in the game. Tasty water. We got some more bread. Speed +3, I guess. We have a bomb. So handy. Beast Buster, heck yes. And there is a way that if you're like, I can't find all these that are off screen, you can hit R2. You can actually explore people's houses in first person view. It does help when you're looking for those miracle chests that are just out of eyesight. Okay. I'm actually going to dip over to my house. So we should have some. We get some bread. You can go down here. Some more bread. There's a llama. Hello, llama. Goes blah. Repair powder, excellent. Go up here, this is my room. It's just a loft above the rest of the house. And more stuff will pop up when it's done. Speaking of which, I'm just going to double check here. Sometimes stuff appears in the pond. We don't have the fishing pole yet. Stinks. Okay. I think the next level is the next event in the dungeon. Which in my brain marks the, like, 2/3 spot. Yep, here we go. Whoa. Well done making it here. I had a good look at your ability. Or maybe it was just that stone on your left arm. No doubt, that is the legendary Alamelia, a treasure from the gods that only the worthy can possess. Hard to believe you are worthy of it, but that's not the issue here. Would you be so kind as to hand it over to me? I see. So you intend to use that stone to restore the world. A noble goal. But, even if you restore the world, the destruction could repeat itself unless you defeat the Dark Genie. Unfortunately, such a task is beyond your abilities. It is a being powerful enough to destroy the world in an instant. No weapon or man can stand and face it alone. I've come to this place, or rather this time, for that stone. I need that stone, more than you do, actually. There's a great deal about that stone that you don't comprehend yet. Pardon me, I do ramble on sometimes. Well, if you will not hand over the stone willingly, then I have no choice. Let's see what you can do as the one who's supposedly entitled to the stone. Excellent. A present from the fairies of Terra. A turquoise. You did quite well. How's this then? The cat. Not the cat. You amuse me, boy. You can't even handle an attack as meager as this. You cannot be worthy of the stone. He laughs. I'm not gonna do that. It's not that you couldn't dodge. You simply didn't dodge. Deliberately. Yeah? Fine then. That's it for today. I think I'm beginning to see why the fairies chose you. It will be amusing to see how well you do. I will offer you some free information, though. You cannot defeat the Dark Genie even with the stone. Not yet. If you have even a vague desire to defeat it, you must become stronger. Oh, I almost forgot. I have a gift for you. Have that little one return you the favor. See you soon. Changing potion. Sounds important. You lose and you're like, here's a prize. This is Pokemon. This is just straight up Pokemon. You're like, oh, I lost. Here's money. And he disappears. Turn into Atla. Right in front of our eyes. Stray cat acquired. And this one we have to actually like leave because we can't progress. Not until we fulfill a certain requirement. Go ahead and save. Then we're going to finish our house. And we're going to put the stray cat in our house. Trophy earned. Home sweet home. Oh, how cute. Adventure Day 3, afternoon. I like how I have to announce that every single time. Oh good, you came just in time. Look! A little kitty cat wandered in here. It's very appreciative. Ton, let's give this kitty a name, alright? The stock name from the game is Xiao. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, we're gonna keep stock names. It's a cute little kitty icon. It reminds me of the Apothecary Diaries, Xiao Mao. Xiao. Hi, Xiao. So we just got a cat. And it just kicks you outside. And that's it. We never progress in the game after that. Oh, I think I have to do the thing. We actually do get to interact with Xiao one more time. The eyes want to tell something. Use an item. We're going to use the changing potion we were given. Magical potion that changes animals to human. What? What's this? Whoa, I'm like totally a human. You talk like a 12-year-old. Wow, how did you do it? Master, are you a wizard? Oh well, never mind. Well, anyways, Xiao wants to help Master with the adventure. Please, can I? Please, please, please. Say yes, say yes. Xiao has become an ally. And there'll be a little tutorial here. Oh, is that a new friend? I haven't seen her around here. It's a bit of an odd scene. Ton. It's been a while, eh? So you have an ally to help you through your adventure. Now let me give you some tips about allies. The only place you can call for your allies is inside a dungeon. As you advance deeper into the dungeon, it may become so hard that you can't finish it without some help. When you run into situations that can't handle on your own, it's a good idea to get help from an ally. They'll be happy to help you. However, you are the only one with the power of the Atlamillia that can break the seal of Atla. So long. Oh, my throat was getting raspy. So now we have an additional playable character. Is really what that boils down to. And it's Xiao. And you'll notice the stats for Xiao is abysmal at best. 1 defense and 4 attack with a slingshot. So Xiao is actually one of our long-range characters. There are 6 allies in the game, and they fall into either a short-range or a long-range character. So now we'll have short-range, which is Tan, and Xiao, which is going to be our first long-range character. There's 3 of each. And they all have different weapons and different special abilities, which we'll get into. But I do want to see if now Gaffer has stand-in powder. It's a good idea to have stand-in powder too. And revive. So if Tan goes down in battle, like we lose all HP, we can actually switch to our ally using stand-in powder, and we can use revival powder to bring Tan back. So there's a little bit more insurance here. Let's do another level here. So we have to go back to B8. We couldn't progress without Xiao. And you'll see what I mean here. Every dungeon likes to do this, where there's some type of impassable obstacle. Tan cannot jump this, but Xiao can. So we really couldn't move forward without her. And every dungeon will kind of do that with a new ally. We'll hit a spot where they're like, yeah, you just can't move forward unless you have the new ally's ability. And then something that's a little bit scary is from here on out, it's kind of a gamble when a floor will be a limited floor. Okay, so it's a regular floor. And back to the sharpshooter. Oh, and we also have Duran's feathers, so we can actually move fast. They are super handy. Ladder. So for Xiao, I am really on the lookout for a better weapon. Because her default wooden slingshot is abysmal in stats. And now I can go after these guys pretty aggressively. Because I have more than 1 repair power. Oh, I was using a square. the exit. Yeah, the Dran's Feather is immensely helpful. Hold on one moment. I'm going to respond to my spouse here. Okay. One moment. We back. Ooh, attack +1. Needed that. Got the map on the map. On the map. Ooh, and we have the gem. So good. All net. So now we're really just hammering down on this will help a little bit. Oh, I thought that endurance was ice and mimic breaker, I guess. Windmill blades. We don't want to break the sham shoe, so it's kind of okay. Alright. Now we can upgrade this with our gems on. This is going to make our weapon nice and strong. Yes. Okay. Still need more on magic and endurance and attack, obviously. Icewind and Holy, Beast and Mage, and all that good stuff. Okay. I've been muted for a little while. I'm so sorry. Was I muted the whole time I freaked out about Tramwell number 5? Probably. That just seems so insane to me. I've gotten that from other dungeons, but I've never gotten 5 Tramwells in one playthrough. Ton, oh, you're alive. I was so worried, thinking something happened to you because of me. But thank goodness you're okay. That's right, this is the girl that he dove under a window for. Don't forget a lamp. It's scary at night without a light. She is afraid of the dark. But you know what? We all got our own irrational fears. So the hag's house, too. Small man, 1. Okay. This is a good event here, because we get a couple of really good items. Ton. good to see you. I made a new pouch. It's for you. There, done. Looks like it can carry a lot of items, huh? Allows you to carry 60 items instead of 40, or 50, whatever it was. Okay, wish you luck, Ton. Go for it. Oh, it's somebody else's event. I was looking for the fishing rod. But an item boost is just as okay. Okay. Got a little bit of moment of truth going on here. We want to see Xiao's go up to 8. And it did not, so we're going to keep doing it until we get it up to 8. I do like this little intro screen, it's cool. I highly recommend, if you have not played Dark Cloud, it's worth a playthrough. It's definitely an aged game. Like, it's very easy to point out flaws in the script, in the design, but it was a big deal when it came out. There was a magazine that called it the Zelda killer, and that did not live up to be true. But it was a PlayStation 2 classic. It's a good game. I think it's worth time, and it's pretty cheap on the PlayStation Store. I think you can get it on 5 as well. Gotta reset it again. Wish there was a faster reset like the old Super Nintendos. Just being able to like click a button and then reset. Okay, sorry. Responding to my spouse. Oh my gosh, 3 times in a row and it's the same stat. It is 100% randomized, I promise. Oh my gosh. just resetting. Maybe moving like that helped. Yes. Finally. Okay, I'm saving. I'm saving my game. That will help in the Shao only levels. Because there are Shao only levels. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go all the way back to level 1. And kind of set ourselves up for something. And do the back floor. I think it's time we do a back floor on stream. So synth spheres. We're gonna get this up to level 5. And it will be easier than the Shamshir because the base required experience for the Shamshir is a little bit higher. Even if we don't put it on store, when it becomes Shao's only level, like we can only use Shao, I can attach to her slingshot and give it a boost of attack and defense. Kind of artificially inflate it so we can get through that level. It's something I would have been building towards earlier if I had weapons earlier. See if there's a little water spot up here. Yes, there is. Save some resources. Another poisonous apple. Again, that's really handy for fishing in the future. There's a certain fish we want to catch. There's a lot of in-game bonuses. Alright, see? Barely took anything to get the base lit up. So I'm not going to add much to this. I'm okay with using some of this. Upgrade. Just so it's... Ooh, premium chicken. That fully restores your health. Okay. So when we do a back floor, what I like to do is clear out the whole floor. Treasure and everything. And then go clear out the back floor, treasure and everything. And then come back to the main floor. Clear out the enemies once more. So we're getting a lot of boosts in experience. Nope, that's not. Okay. So this is the tram. There's a tram with rusty rails. Get down here. 5 oils. Insane. Tram wheels are fully oiled. Tram can now be used. Pardon me. So sorry. Okay. Ooh, they're the ghosts. And honestly, since we're getting the base load up to 5, the enemies do give double experience, which is super nice. Antidote, lane. For a backfloor lane. Holy water lane. Just gotta move. Poison Zap is okay. What we're looking for is gems and attachments. Ooh, a wind. That will be handy. One moment. I'm gonna just take a quick break. Okay. I am back. Let's finish this back floor. So in between this, I've been playing a lot of Sonic. That's not a good item. It's kind of a lame back floor. Sometimes you get like 5 gems out of these. And we got a single win. The antifreeze amulets don't really come in handy for a while. Ooh, an emerald, see? Alright. Upgrade. let's head back. I mean, theoretically, we could bounce back and forth until base starts up to level 5. But I don't think I have that many repair powders. Yeah. I might just do that on the back floor here and grind it up, but it's more useful to get the treasure too. So what I was saying is I've been playing a lot of Sonic recently. My partner got me the Sonic Generations with Shadow re-release for PS5, and I've been grinding on that, trying to get all S ranks on everything, trying to platinum trophy it, and it is oddly frustrating. It takes a lot of patience and learning the levels. Like, maybe it's because I haven't done that in a long time, but restarting so many times, trying to learn all the routes. It's like good and bad. Okay. Let's leave the dungeon. Okay. Restock on stuff. Sell some things I don't need. Like an anti-freeze amulet. We're gonna get one of these. Super handy. The green auto repair powder, if it's in your active item slot, will repair your weapon if it ever is like on the verge of breaking. It's basically insurance. So I'm happy to have one. I'm gonna do it on water. Plenty good. Save real quick. Now with the Duran's Feather, these start to go by pretty quick. Yeah, and B11 is the... So you'll notice there's no Atla on this floor. It's because we can only use Shao. And getting through it with the base weapon is extremely difficult. And I think even on the first floor we can start getting weapons for Shao now that we've unlocked it. It's not impossible. I've gotten weapons for characters that I hadn't had before actually getting them. There's the map. Oh, we need another Duran's Feather. They do break after a while. Which is kind of a shame, but man, it's such a good item. Weapon is ready for an upgrade. We're not putting the emerald on it. The best is to do it directly on the weapon. Let's put these rock breakers on. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Sometimes the bats can be the worst enemies ever. I get really upset with the bats. Honestly, I'm gonna wait out the poison. That sounds silly, but you can actually wait it out. And you know what? Let's just do it now. Surprise! I'm already poisoned. Whatever. Oh, we got the kitchen knife. I didn't know you can get it this early. I don't think I've ever gotten one this early. So it's a really weak weapon. Major damage to water monsters, but it has the quench ability. And you can actually buy these later. We'll probably status break a lot of them simply because you get quench on all your weapons. And it slows the rate of getting thirsty. We're not gonna dump it. There's a way to, like, actually select. Anywho. Nifty. The reason I say we'll wait out the poison is because at full health, I don't think it actually can take you down all the way. Minion. A Minun. Interesting way to pronounce that. Money. Plenty of it. I only have one answer, I'd rather use the bread. And if it's still going by the time we get to the pool, you can just wait in the pool. I'm sure people know that, but yeah, you just sit here and go. And it'll keep healing. It's kind of goofy that it's programmed by that. know poison goes away eventually. If I had a gooey apple, you can actually like slow yourself with gooey apple. That goes away fairly quickly. And then you don't even have to worry about it. Okay, I'm not gonna wait that long. It's just not going. Let's go. Take the tram. All right. Plenty of boxes. 5. Give us good stuff. A pearl, yes. Heck yeah. Poisonous apple, yeah. Thunder. Right. Upgrade confirm. Okay, and since the experience is getting up there, I'm gonna go ahead and use my level up powder. And now we can status break the base learn. Seal 60% of the ability to a sphere. Yes. Status breaker. Okay. So, this is extremely helpful. You can only put it on the blue icon or the blue square, but you'll see how much it helps. Like, yeah, the attack's not a huge one, but speed maxes out. And endurance makes a big jump. So does my magic. And we get a little bit of the benefits from the stuff we were putting on there. But, since we gotta do this with Xiao next, we're gonna artificially inflate her stats for the next level. Let me put my Shamshir back on. I'm gonna put the emerald on. Oh, we got Metal Breaker. We need that. We need it. We got Magic +2. Like it. Alright, where's the Emerald and Pearl put together? Ooh, Endurance goes up. Thunder goes up. Undead goes up. We don't need any of that. So that's going to be the ideal boost right there. Alright. Let's knock out some basic enemies. Right. Break confirm. Still need magic. Still need like basically everything. Poison again, and I have no antidotes. It's okay. We're gonna cruise through this. We're gonna buy more antidotes when we leave. And we're gonna go take on Xiao's then. Gosh, bats are the worst enemy. Not animals. Live bats have an important role in our ecosystem. Video game bats do not. I just want to be clear about that. I understand the role of a bat. But in video games, they make them the absolute frickin' worst. What's that money? Hurry. Leave. Sorry, my cough is getting worse because it is later at night. We're gonna go on a little bit longer. Not too much. I think I want to get through Xiao's level, basically. Do what I can. Okay. It's good to have some of the throwing items ready to go. I'm gonna do 7. She's gonna need some food. Just kind of load up for her level. Oh. Let's get those two. What did he want? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh gosh. Whoa. And they of course put her... So sorry, my throat just died all of a sudden. They of course put like the crazy strongest enemies right up against Xiao. Now you see why I did the whole leveling up thing, because She'd be doing like 1 damage. She's only doing like 5 against the dragons. We're gonna be here a while. So say, if you come back to life again, I'm gonna freak out. They really did put like all the toughest enemies in her level. Not the bats. Not the things she's good at fighting. All the enemies that can guard. They are giving me a generous amount of whirlpools. More dragons? Jeez. That's one. But yeah, Xiao is a long-range fighter. He uses a slingshot. So flying enemies, way easier. The bats are a lot easier with Xiao. But up-close combat, not her strong suit. And to boot, she's a physical fighter. Like, her weapon does physical damage rather than magic. So high defense enemies really are difficult for her. It's kind of a weird trade-off. We will get characters later that kind of... All the short-range characters are physical. We do get one... Well, we get the long range, the last 2 long rangers can do magic. Oh, sorry, I don't need that. I don't need to keep wasting experience like that. That's silly. The map. These guys. So like the easiest enemies in this level. Another dragon? Good lord. Potato cake. That's another bait that we're gonna hold on to. There's 2 fish in the game that make fishing worth it. The other are fun. Cool. Holy, yes. Get over here. I'm going to leave the dungeon to save. We are cruising. It's kind of nice. Yeah. Let's do one. We got 5 of those? Sick. Holy water is useful. I like having Drance feathers. Okay. Let's go on to the next level. Awesome. Is it a limited floor? That is the question. Nope. Forgot my weapon was in need of repair. There's the key. So quick. Okay, I think one of these has to be a very dangerous enemy. So we're about that 5. Oh. Ooh, that's a fun weapon. There's the enemy. I'm actually going to switch in Shao. King Mimics have a huge amount of damage. They're good for experience, but good lord, do they hit for they hit like a brick house. So Bone Rapier is a really good one too. I might consider building that up as like my secondary. But I think the weapon I'm working on right now is going into the same exact weapon. Did this need holy? No, it didn't. Same stats though. I'll be happy when I can get rid of this cold. Okay, I am gonna do the back floor on this floor though. I really want to get Shao weapon. Like a bandit slingshot would be perfect. forgot to buy antidotes. Yikes. I'm gonna sell the fire gem. It's just a throwable. Oh my gosh. Of course you would. That's really going to be a theme for my channel forever. It's just, I hate bats in video games. The worst enemies. River. Customize. This is the hard part. So I gotta take it away from her. She really needs another weapon to build up. That's definitely gonna put me way closer to my goal. Let's make this weapon a brick house. Let's do it. We need more attack. Icewind Holy, all the stats. I'd build up the Bone Rapier, but it's like, with limited resources, I want to be using it on my primary weapon, not my secondary. If it had a completely different build-up route, I know what my secondary will probably be, or what will become my primary, but I won't get to the second village, which isn't too far away. Like, we're on floor 12, we have 13 and 14, and that's the boss. I might save that for Friday, though. I'm not going to stream tomorrow. I have to go pick up my spouse at the airport. So, I think... And it's like during my stream, so I was like, okay. Especially since I'm getting over this cold. Might be good to rest the voice a little bit. Because this has been tough on my throat. Definitely a stream where I talk more. Having to read all the dialogue and all that. And I'm feeling it. Okay. Oh gosh. Well, you're gonna help me out with this. I'm dealing with that. Wow, I'm glad I got a bunch of repair powders, because those things eat through my topaz. What does the topaz do? To attack? Do I need undead? No, I need beast, metal, and mage. This is probably gonna be a good, like... Sorry, I had to take a bunch of stuff from you. Dang, these things hit. Holy, that's nice. It might be good to pepper them with shouts. Ooh, an opal. That will be good for the Shamshir. So I think opal does holy and metal. No? Does mage and metal. What else does it do? Oh, endurance. Heck yeah. We're gonna have a pretty beastly weapon by the end of this. Okay, well, that was not very effective. Let's get one hit. Now this does attack and holy. And beast. It's the perfect combination for me right now. I never get tired of this music. It's just so vibey, and so background. Ah, that's the thing we're trying to dodge. Oh, and her weapon's like completely tanked. Okay, let's just rush to the end. Maybe hit a few guys in the way. You serious? I don't remember these guys over here. We gotta get going. The weapons are not doing great. Leave the dungeon temporarily. One last bat noise. Of course, to drive me crazy. Yeah. Hey, let's save. Oh, sorry. I got plenty of food. I need antidotes. Do not forget the antidotes. Okay. Let's do some building. Got things to build. Got the Hag's house. Got Duran's windmill. I'm gonna put Duran's windmill. There's no stairs at the back, right? No, there is stairs at the back. Put Duran's windmill. Kind of center. Yeah. Yeah. So here's what I want to do. We gotta put the Hag's house facing it. And then around them, we're gonna put a river. She just likes to chill. Hopefully I'll get more river. Actually, let's do this. Yeah, it's kind of like a... Yeah, I like that. If we get more river, we'll kind of expand this idea. Got plenty more road, I think. I like my town to look awesome. Go say hi to the old hag. That sounds horrible, but that's literally her title. Oh, it's you, Tom. You startled me. How should I be rebuild your house? Like a bench outside so I can sit in the sun. And the jars. I'd like them displayed outside too. Just got jars. Repair powder. Power up powder. Magical power plus 1. Undead buster. Good. So many positive things in this house. Dino Slayer. Just in case you have a dino crisis. We got benches. We got jars. Don't you worry. We got you covered. Another gourd. Perfect. I'm gonna give that to Shao. Hey, good to see you. Everything's back the way it was. I don't even know how to thank you. Well, I decided I'll give you a hand. This old girl's hand, to help you on your quest. You can use my closet to store items you don't need. Come and drop off items anytime. Storage is useful. In fact, we're gonna go store stuff now. Stuff that I want to hold on to. Yeah, I'm hoarding stuff. Till we get the right things. I don't know why that took so long for me to say, to spit out. I'm gonna go use this on Shao. Boom. Okay. Gonna save, and then there's a couple of little miracle chests I want to go find. I think there was an important one. Somewhere near the mayor's house. Could be wrong, though. Again, you can go into first person mode and look around, which is very helpful. Yes! See? Super helpful. Pocket. Okay. So you know how I did that event where they increased my item count? There's an actual item in the game called the Pocket that does the same thing. Allows the carrying of more items. Doesn't matter who you use it on. I can carry 70 items now. It's pretty wild. This is very handy, being able to just like first person view, look around for items. Clever. Okay. I'm gonna call it quits here. Just want to make sure I get plenty of rest since I do have this head cold. Thanks for tuning in and stopping by. Appreciate it. I typically stream every Sunday, Monday evening, 9:30 to 11, and Friday evening, 9:30 to 11. I'm not going to do tomorrow because I have to go pick up my spouse at the airport. So I'll be back Friday. We're going to continue with Dark Cloud, but I might try to mix in between Dark Cloud a little bit of cleanup with Tales of Berseria, which if you're tuning in from YouTube, you didn't get to see that because I was just doing that on Twitch. This is actually new that I'm doing this on YouTube and Twitch. So, in the spirit of that, if you like what you're watching, follow me on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, all that standard stuff. It helps me out, and it's encouraging. I want to continue to stream more. I enjoy it, so help a friend out. So, you all have a good evening. Have a good start to your week. Take care of yourself so you don't get a cold like I have. And get some rest, yeah? Take care. Bye.